Hi, and welcome to Renew with Sheri. I will be your host. My name is Sheri Taylor, and let me give you a little bit of my background before we get started so you can kind of know who you're dealing with in this show. I have been a registered nurse now for almost 30 years, and during that time, over the last 12 years, have become a nurse educator for students all over the country. And part of my job is to train on health and wellness. And little did I know that I was going to embark on my own challenges for health and wellness. And so during that process of being a registered nurse for 30 years, I decided to go back to school and work on my Doctor of Naturopath. And so you guys are going to be kind of following me throughout this whole process as I'm finishing up with my school. So this is going to be great for you, and it's going to be great for me as well. So lots of nursing knowledge and lots of doctoral knowledge from both sides, and also from a patient standpoint. So let me share with you a little bit about my story. Probably when I was about 30 years old, I had my first diagnosis of cancer. And throughout the years, I'm almost 50 now, and throughout the years, I have experienced cancer 4 times. And it is very troubling because you don't know where your life is leading you. You don't know what God has in store for you. And you can either accept it, or you can become depressed, or just keep moving and know that great things are coming. So with that being said, being a nurse, we love food. And we love it when people bring us food to the hospital. We eat constantly to stay awake when we're working night shift. And so over my career as a nurse, I packed on a lot of weight. That was okay because I could hide it underneath my scrubs, and people couldn't really tell that I was gaining weight. And I was in denial that I was gaining weight because I would wear the same scrubs. With a drawstring, it doesn't matter. You can loosen up the drawstring, but you're still in the same size, so you can deny that. But along with packing on weight comes medical problems that we don't see. And then all of a sudden it creeps up on us and boom, it hits us. And so I got hit with type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and the list just kept growing and growing. And I was really too young for this to be happening to me. 4 cancers and then all these medical problems. And so I'm going to share with you a little bit about my story of how I've evolved from that point until now. So how many of you watching are dealing with things like diabetes, cholesterol, high blood pressure, maybe thyroid problems, and you're just tired all the time? Or maybe you're depressed and you don't really know that you're depressed. You're maybe in denial like I was. One of the things that I want to impart on you is you can change. You can reverse your situation. You don't have to accept yourself the way you are at this present time. A lot of times we go to a doctor, we get a prescription, and then we have side effects from the prescriptions, and then we have to get another prescription on top of that. And it gets really frustrating because we become what we call a polypharmacy. We need to get back to the basics, and we need to learn how to eat right, how to get in better moods, to exercise, and to reverse the effects of what we're seeing because we're letting our lifestyle get out of control. And that's kind of where I was. I was depressed, but in denial over my depression, and I could kind of hide behind my nursing teaching because I was in front of the class. That would allow me to be somebody that you didn't know what was on the inside, really just plugging away, eating away at me. And I had this desire inside that I wanted to be a different person, but outwardly I just couldn't make the changes to do something about it. I thought about working out, and I'm telling you, I sweat watching infomercials. I am very lazy. I got lazy. I wasn't lazy in my younger years, but I became lazy. The more that I got hungry, the more I fixated on food. Food became a comfort for me. And being a girl from the South, my family's all about cooking and hanging out, and we eat really, really good, fattening foods. And we graze all day long hanging around with each other. And that was my lifestyle. I enjoyed that. That was my comfort zone. And so I really needed a good kick in the pants to get going, but I didn't know how to do it. And so it took me forever to figure out how to do it. And it wasn't me that did it. A friend came to me and said, enough's enough. You're sick. I had a mini stroke last year in March. And had I not had that mini stroke, we wouldn't have found my last cancer, which was a tumor that was attached to my eye socket. And that tumor was what was causing that mini stroke. But also being high cholesterol and high blood pressure, that certainly didn't help my chances for having a mini stroke. And it's not anything that I wish for anybody to experience, especially since we can reverse those issues. And so I ended up having surgery June of last year. So it's been 1 year that I've been completely cancer-free. And also during that time, I've lost 65 pounds. I have come off of my diabetic medicine, my cholesterol medicine, my high blood pressure medicine, and I no longer take my Synthroid. And we'll get into all of that and how you can do that too. Right now, I don't want you doing anything but just hearing me out, listening to my story, and feeling empowered that there is another second chance for you and that you don't have to stay where you're at. You just need a friend on the other side to take you on this journey, to listen to you, to pray with you, to cry with you, but to let you know it's okay. And even if you go off the wagon and you gain weight, so what? Tomorrow's a new day, and that's what you have to keep telling yourself. Every day is a new day, and every day that you're making progress is a step forward for the better good for you. And so my goal is to get you ready, get you fired up and motivated, saying, okay, I'm going to try and do this. And I'm going to take you back to the very basics of where we came from. We all know this stuff, but we need to be reminded. We don't have to go buy a magic pill. We don't have to go buy a gym membership right now. We need to first focus on ourselves within, and then we're going to start working on the outward part of it. And we're going to take care of ourselves as a whole, and I'm going to get you through this.
How does your small business stay top of mind with customers? From deals that bring them in with an offer, to social media promotions that turn fans into customers, to events that engage and create buzz, to emails that keep loyal customers coming back. Our easy-to-use tools will keep you in front of your customers.
Visita provides a complete business calendar, fully integrated with your client scheduling experience. You can view and manage your daily schedule and any upcoming meetings, and most importantly, schedule new appointments and follow-ups with your clients. Using Visita Calendar for client scheduling will save you time and deliver a better service to your clients. Visita Calendar automatically syncs with your existing calendar on Google, Outlook, iPhone, and more.
Welcome back. And we want to thank our sponsors, because without them, we wouldn't be here today giving you these wonderful shows for you to be able to watch. So thank you to all of our sponsors. And I'd love to have some feedback from you as well. You can visit the website, which is renewwithsheri.com, and that's Sheri spelled S-H-E-R-I. And you can also email me, which is Sheri, S-H-E-R-I, at renewwithsheri.com. So be sure and get in touch with me. I'd love to hear from you. So let's talk a little bit more about what the shows are going to give to you. And I don't want you to miss any of them because they're all going to have such great information. I'm going to have some visitors on the show that's going to be able to tell you what they do in the community, how they help other people. And I'm a nurse educator, so that's what I want to do, is I want to help educate. But first and foremost, I want you to remember, by no means am I replacing anything that your doctor is telling you to do. I'm a nurse, and I'm taught to tell you to follow what your doctor says. Now, you can always take the information that I give you, you can Google it, and then you can turn around and take that information to your doctor. Feel free to have your doctor contact me if they have questions about what I'm going over in the show, and not a problem at all. But never make any changes without going through your doctor first. That's really, really huge. I'm stubborn, I'm a bad patient, and I would like to change stuff without going through my doctor. You know, prescriptions get expensive and this, that, and the other, but you cannot do that. For your safety, do not. They are the experts, okay? So as long as we got that understood, let's talk about these segments. These shows are going to be great. We're going back to the basics, like I said. So we're getting back into the need for water, the need for sleep, the need for love and affection, you know, to get that mood going and get you empowered. But we also need to talk about supplements and nutrients that you need to put in your body. We need to talk about the right kind of foods. There are all kinds of great diets out there, but not one diet doesn't work for everybody. So we've got to figure out what your body type is and what diet is going to work for you. For some of you, it may be smoothies and clean eating. For others, it needs to be maybe a higher fat, moderate protein, and very low carbs. You know, some it's just clean eating and that's it. You know, just not a lot of fried foods and a lot of breads and, you know, the processed stuff. So I really want to zone in on the nutritional aspect because that's what helped me tremendously. And as I started losing inches and as I started losing weight, that in turn started working on my hormonal system, the adrenal glands, the thyroid glands in my body. That's what helped me to then work on breaking up that cholesterol, lowering my blood pressure. All of these things work together within your body, so that's why we have to treat it as a whole. But I can't do one show on everything. So we need to take it little baby steps so that one show can help you feel like you've accomplished a milestone in the right direction. You may not see instant results, but you can feel in your heart, hey, I did this today. And so therefore, I'm making progress, and I'm going to do it again tomorrow, and I'm going to do it the next day. That's what I want to do. Small steps to get you in the right direction. And you've got to remember, I want you to create a new lifestyle, a new habit, because we have all these bad habits that we've created, like going and getting a diet soda, or me and my sweet tea down here in the South. You know, that's a bad habit that I created. You can't just undo a bad habit. You have to replace it with another habit. So that's what I'm going to work with you on, side by side with you, as my friends did to me, because I was not ready. And some of you watching may not be ready yet. But just listen to the show. Keep going back and watching it over and over. And one day it's going to click with you. And I want to know when it does. You let me know, message me, and let me be there for your journey. Even if it's just to, you know, send me an email to pray with you. Silent prayers never hurt anybody, and I'm so thankful for all my friends that prayed for me along the process during my mental illness, my physical illness. I don't know what I would have done without my friends. And some of you may be thinking, I don't have very many friends. Well, you do now. That's what I'm here for. So you let me know every step of the way. If there's something you'd like for me to talk about in a show, email me. I'll be glad to. That's what I do. I like to teach. And I will research it to the best of my ability to be able to come back and give you a show on that. So don't hesitate to let me know what you'd like to hear from Okay, and I really love you guys, and I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'm so excited to get this going, and I just can't wait for the new transformations and to a new you.